what's happening, people? And Fulham are back on the road, and we're back at Dean Court in a fixture where Fulham haven't won since 2018. And listen, I can't say that I'm too confident since Andoni Iraola has got into the Bournemouth job. He has had Marco Silva's number, really. But listen, let me just quickly summarise how I think Fulham are going to win this game. I did it in my written preview. You can go and see that on Medium, on Twitter, the whole thing. But listen, Bournemouth play with a relentless press. They like to get quite a lot of overloads. Ball side, they like to sort of force the opposition into vulnerable positions in possession in their own third. Bournemouth have the most wins of possession, the most dispossessions of opponents in the Premier League in that middle third. That is where Bournemouth thrive. They're going to have a high intensity press. That is what Bournemouth are known for, and Fulham have to counteract that. How do they do that? Well, it is certainly time for midfield change at Fulham. We have seen the midfield duo of Sander Berge and Sasa Lukic. Really, as of late, it hasn't been working, and Fulham it light in a fixture where we have the luxury to sort of make that change. Bournemouth love to play that direct long ball, sort of in a concise vertical method of attack, and they do that by playing the most balls with the most long balls in the Premier League per 90 with 81.2, and Fulham now have the luxury to sort of play over that Bournemouth midfield because they don't really use it going through the thirds in possession. Ryan Christie and Tyler Adams won't be really these ball playing midfielders. They'll be more of a robust midfield duo focused on winning back position, not creating things with it. Fulham have the luxury of maybe utilising that with a midfield that has more creativity to have three ball manipulators in the midfield, Lukic at the base with Alex Iwobi and Josh King either side of him. Fulham can sort of look to beat that press going through that midfield or playing it long to what we hope to be Raul Jimenez. But say that it isn't Raul Jimenez up front, Fulham have got to play Jonah Kusiasari. And now, listen, while I completely understand that Marco isn't too keen on the Swede, what have we paid a £4 million loan fee for? Say that he doesn't start today. That would be the question that I'd ask, you know. Fulham, I think, say that we want to win this game, we need a vocal point up top to sort of win those knockdowns. We need to rush that knockdown with Kevin, with Wilson, with Sessegnon, with Josh King, with Alex Iwobi, with those litany lot of options we'll have. So, like, and Fulham have to break efficiently. We have to play in transition, and having somebody that is really just a focal point like an attack is crucial to that. Having somebody like we saw with Adama Traore last week to sort of just run into the channel, it won't be enough against this Bournemouth team. Fulham need to bypass that press. And for me, say that Real can't start, it has to be Jonah Kusiasari because Rodrigo Muniz and Kenny Tete in the defence is also out. I've got to say, people, that I'm not confident, but here we go. It'll be a big win for Fulham. I've got to say that there are murmurings from myself that it might be an early 2000s-esque run of away results this season in the Premier League. And listen, this would be a great time to dispel that myth on a rainy day on the South Coast. I'm not there today because, well, university calls, but listen, it's a big one, and hopefully we can get back to winning ways. But I'm not too confident. Con you Wise.